From a small farm in rural Ohio, a young man interested in flying at a young age soars into the dark region of space to be the first human to set foot on Earth's only moon. A challenge of immense proportion that didn't always go well. There were brave men who ventured into space, but our first astronauts were not human. John Glenn was one of those men, third in space, first to orbit, another Ohioan. His spacecraft, Friendship 7, is at the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. But today we're looking at the Ohio farm boy who flew to the moon, a pilot, engineer, test pilot, astronaut, and eventually college professor. As a test pilot, he flew the rocket-powered X-15, testing the limits of high-altitude flight. Here are his boots and parachute. Because of his test pilot skills, in 1962 he was selected into the second group of NASA astronauts for the Gemini program. His first mission, Gemini 8, with fellow astronaut Dave Scott, launched March 16, 1966. The mission ran into serious trouble during a first-ever docking maneuver. Thrusters stuck open, causing the craft to spin. Because of Armstrong's quick thinking, he shut down that system, opened up another system, and saved the craft and their lives. The mission was then aborted. This is the actual craft flown on Gemini 8. This is the actual spacesuit he wore on that mission. Unfortunately, in our quest for space, we have endured human tragedy. But the quest continued, and on July 16, 1969, Kennedy's vision of sending a man to the moon and returning him safely before the decade was out became reality. Aldrin's, Collins, and Armstrong launched to the moon. And this was their view of home on a 3.7-day, 240,000-mile ride to the moon. And finally, landing at the Sea of Tranquility on the surface of the moon, July 20th, 1969. With Armstrong's call, the Eagle has landed. And later, that's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. Aldrin and Armstrong spent 3 hours 31 minutes collecting moon samples before preparing for the trek home. After leaving the moon and rendezvousing with Collins on Apollo 11, again, another 3.7-day, 240,000-mile trip home. Safely arriving on Earth, July 24th, 1969. The Armstrong Family Farm. And this tire was used on the Space Shuttle Endeavour in 1994.